Hello and welcome to the demo video for the football team season comparison. This is one of those spreadsheets I made for myself, and I thought, well, other people may want to use it for their football club. So I've decided to share it with you. Now, unfortunately, there are limitations to it. It's because there's a certain number of teams within the league. It's for the Premier League. And also it's for a team that was in the Premier League last season and is still in the Premier League this season. So if you support a team who's been newly promoted or has been relegated, obviously it's not going to work. But if you're supporting a team who was in the Premier League last season and is in the Premier League again this season, then this will work for you. I'll show you how it works. I'll show you the first tab, which I would usually try and complete for you, but just in case I can't, or I don't get to it, or I stop supporting the spreadsheet or something, you can still use it. I'll show you what needs to be updated, but it's quite a bit of data which I get online and convert. But yeah, it's relatively easy to use. The whole point of the spreadsheet is actually to compare the results from the football team that you support this season compared to what they did in the same fixtures last season. So if, like me, you're unfortunate to support Manchester United, then what would happen is you'd have, if Man United played Liverpool, for example, last season at Old Trafford, you then have a look this season for the same fixture and compare. So as you go along the new season, it gives you all the fixtures in order. You fill in the results as you get to them. It shows you what last season's comparative result was, and then shows you how your team compared to the previous season. This is so that you can compare how you're doing this season to last season. It's particularly relevant if your team's got a new manager or whatever the case might be. So let me show you how it works and what you fill in. It's actually relatively straightforward. You can have a look through these instructions over here to start off with, specifically this one in yellow. But let me just walk you through it. This sheet, I will endeavor to do this. I'll try and maintain this each season, depending on how busy I am. If I don't, you might have to make a plan, but there's a lot of data here. Essentially what it is it's the home team, the away team, the score, the home team's number of goals, and the number of goals for the away team. That's from the previous season. So you've got, I think, 380 rows from the previous season. And then these are the fixtures for the upcoming season. So you all are put in as the start year of the previous season, and that will calculate the start year of the active year. And then you can have a look at the season, the results. You can put those in from last season, the fixtures. This is just a date and time setting. So you can see the date and time of each of these fixtures, home team and away team. And then once you put that data in, which, as I said, I will try and put in each season and simply update the download. So if you go back to the website, get the download, the new download, and have a look, it should, towards the start of the new season, I'll endeavor to get the new data in. So once you put these two sets of data in, this drop-down list, it's blank now because I've selected it. But if I were to remove that, for example, it would give you the three teams. And as you select them, they disappear from the list. So you want to put the three teams that were relegated from the previous season in the order they're relegated. So Norwich finished bottom of the log, Watford second from bottom, Burnley third from bottom. And then you select the three promoted teams in the order that they were promoted from the championship. So that what the spreadsheet then does is wherever, if it's looking for a fixture against Fulham, for example, it doesn't have a result from last season from Fulham. So it uses a result from Burnley and replaces that with Fulham. So in other words, you're comparing as close as you can, like to like. So that's how that works. And then the other thing that this does is it looks at the fixtures and time date, and it actually sorts the fixtures of your club. So you won't use the sheet throughout the year unless something changes. I'll show you that in a second. You would use this results and comparison sheet. So all you do is you simply come here and select the club that you support. And when you do so, it gives you all of their fixtures in order, and that's based on the previous tab. So then when Man United play Brighton, you put in the results. If the result is 2-0, for example, then it shows you last season was also 2-0, and therefore you bang on where you were last season. And then if Brentford play Man United, if Brentford beat Man United 2-1, it goes, yeah, they lost this season. Last season, Man United actually won that fixture. So now it shows you how you've changed. and you go on and fill in the results as you go through the season. Now, if Man United Liverpool, the third game was actually delayed. Delayed some time. Let's just say to the first of the 9th. Then you simply come down here, find Man United versus Liverpool. There they are over there, and you can change this. Let's just say they were changed to the 30th of 08. You change that. Then when you come to results and comparison, you see Man United Liverpool switched down one, and Southampton Man United's moved up in its place. So this will restructure. So you don't want to leave gaps here of football matches that have been postponed. You want to redate them so they resort, and then only put the results in once they're completed, so that you've got a solid list of results dropping down. Let's just go back to that one again, Man United Liverpool, and just change that back again before we forget. And then it restructures again. And all you do then is just simply fill those results in as you go down through the season. It'll give you the comparison. And not only that, but it'll actually show you on the report. You'll see these lines. It'll make more sense when you got more. But the purple line is actually what you've managed to achieve this season. And the blue line is where your team was last season. So if the purple line's above the blue line, then you're doing better. And if the purple line's below, then you're doing worse. And that will just progress throughout the season for all of the 38 fixtures. So yeah, fairly simple. If none of the matches are postponed or anything, it is very, very simple. You simply just fill in the score. If there are, just simply go and change the date or the time, and it will reorder, restructure. Then you can fill that in. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to be halfway through a season and then change teams, because all of these fixtures will be wrong. You'll have to go back and change them again, all the ones that you filled in. If you've got 2-1, for example, and it's again 2-1 the next match, you don't want to go here and drag it down. Yes, that would normally work in Excel, but either retype it in or copy it and then paste values, and then you can paste the same result in again. So yeah, I hope that all makes sense to you. It's very, very simple to use. Select your team, fill in the scores. If the fixtures change, come back here and change the fixtures. I would endeavor to update this each season. As I said, if I don't, manually entering all of this would take you a long time. So I'll endeavor to try and do that. Yeah, other than that, I really hope that this brings a little bit of excitement to your football season. And if you do support one of the clubs in the Premier League and this is helpful to you, then I just wish you all the best.